Now that all the races of the Ibadan Auditions of Top Sprinter Genesis have been completed, it's time for the top sprinter coaches to announce the top 50 athletes who will later face the panel of Olympic medalists for a chance to be selected in one of their boot camps. The first 3 finishers in each of the boys and girls 100, 200 and 400 meters are more or less guaranteed their spots in the top 50. But the tension is real for everyone else. The top 50 have been selected, but there seems to be no place for the barefooted Barakat Kazim, who placed second in the girls 200 meters. However, there is intervention from above as the creator of Top Sprinter steps in to point out the glaring omission by the coaches.
You know possible to not call you.
Luckily, another athlete's name had mistakenly been called twice by the coaches, so Barakat's position in the top 50 is now secure. The top 50 are taken back to the hotel for the judges' selections. In the decision room, the top sprinter coaches will be left to fight over the best talent for their respective teams, which they will mold and train at boot camp to compete against the other teams at the top sprinter finals later in the year. As a judge, each of the 3 Olympic medalist coaches has only 20 tickets to give out for their boot camp for athletes at both the Ibadan and upcoming Enugu auditions. This means that not everyone in Ibadan's top 50 will get a ticket. The podium place finishers for each event are the first to be called into the judges' decision room. They are the most likely to get selected, but will they all get tickets? First up are the 400-meter girls, and a couple of athletes have a choice to make. Deji and Glory both pick Toby, who won the 400 meters with ease. Toby picks Team Aliu, and now it's Bukola's turn to make a choice. Bukola chooses Team Alozie, while Deji Aliu is the solitary coach to pick Feishara. Next up are the 400 meters boys, and one of them also has a decision to make. Only Glory and Deji pick the 400 meters winner. Afiz decides to go with Team Aliu. Sheun Olani is chosen by Coach Glory, while Nanyelugo Osakwe is selected by Coach Aliu.
I'm going to pick her actually because I so much enjoy working with a female coach, so I think I'm lucky.
The judges have a real fight on their hands with the talent on the girls 200 meters podium. All 3 coaches pick Moyo, winner of the 100 and 200 meters sprint double. Moyo decides to stick with her coach from the Lagos top 25. The barefooted Barakat decides to pitch tent with Team Obikwelu. Aishat looks to be the first podium place finisher to go home without a ticket until a timely intervention.
I pick.
I chose Coach Deji Aliu because I'm going to gain a lot from Coach Deji Aliu.
I'm so happy, and I feel delighted that Coach Francis picked me. What I expect from Coach Francis is for him to get me spike shoe, canvas, and many kits that I will use to run.
The boys' 200 meters decisions are fairly more straightforward. The athletes are left with no choice to make, as only Obikwelu picks Emmanuel, while Peter is snapped up by Deji Aliu and Onome is selected by Glory Alozie.
Actually, I had in mind to pick Francis. He has trained abroad, especially in Portugal and Nigeria here, so he has so many records. So it's a great privilege for him to train under him. So
I was not surprised because I really wanted him to
pick me because he has been my coach ever since. He knows where I'm lacking.
Yeah, I was very, very happy. Thank God. I'm going to benefit much training with Coach Glory Alozie because she's an international athlete before now.
Now it's time for the 100 meters girls decisions. Moyo Badejo, who claimed both the 100 and 200 meters titles in Ibadan, has already been snapped up by Team Aliu. This leaves the judges to fight over Ruth Usoro, whose team will Ruth decide to join.
100, 200, 400, even the long jump, you can do that. I've seen your problems set and just face it just like that without no problem. Nobody here can face it, so you just have to take me, forget about somebody's raising the red card or something, So I'm just don't think about it, and smile about it and just come and take the card.
I'm not good in talking. I talk less. I allow, even when I was still competing, I allow the legs to do the talking for me. I've seen the fault in your, the technical fault, and I'll be honest with you. I can fix them. I can get them working. I'm not going to run anybody down. Francis talks too much.
The problem is that always I can face it. There's a difference between I'll face it. So remember the word,
So I think working with me, we can get there faster.
We can. Now you're changing it because
it's gonna be. It's a joint effort. It's me and you. I can't do it alone. And you can't do it alone. You need me to work, and I need you to work.
Ruth decides to go with Team Aliu.
You think twice before you said Team Aliu.
I felt great that two coaches wanted me in that team, but I only had the opportunity to choose one, and I chose Coach Deji Aliu. I'll benefit more with him because he's going to be training me on my techniques and my starts, and also my acceleration, and also my long jump.
Next up are the boys' 100 meters decisions. Emmanuel Arowolu, also a sprint double champion at the Ibadan Auditions, has already been picked by Team Obikwelu. So only second and third place finishers Ahmed Yusuf and Aderemi Adeyemi are still up for grabs.
Yusuf, you are a good athlete. You have the height, you have the potential, but just need a little brushing up in your technique and everything will be fine. Adeyemi, I saw your start, it was very explosive. Let me not just go further, but you will go places.
Only Glory picks both Ahmed Yusuf and Aderemi Adeyemi. Will the other judges live to regret not pitching for these two talented sprinters?
I'm excited because it's just like a step ahead or two steps ahead. I've never trained under an international athlete, but while she chooses me, I know I will benefit a lot more than my imagination.
For the first time I say I'm so happy. I like how it is. So my prayer is, as in, I'm interested in not really like that too. I'm praying before that she will be the one to pick me. That's my prayer.
At the halfway stage of the Ibadan decisions, Deji Aliu has chosen 8 athletes. Glory has 6 joining Team Alozie, while Francis has only picked 2 athletes for Team Obikwelu. The coaches take stock of their decisions so far.
No, I'm not taking anything. No. I'm not taking it. You are taking all the ones you see that are good. No, so that tomorrow you have taking it. You will do all the best one. You will claim best coach. What the one that gave to me was even good, didn't like it. And I pity for them.
I'm not picking my team based on sympathy. I'm not sympathizing with anybody. I was really picking my team based on.
They call it top sprinter, so I have to
based on performance. So everybody I picked, everybody on my team, they deserve to be on my team.
You take some way, you say you're supposed to come with me.
Well, they made a decision.
No, they didn't make.
Along the line, they realized
somebody called them.
They realized that Francis talks too much, and most of them they like somebody that do the work and less talk.
Yeah, I understand. There was somebody that cried when you won 995.
Oh my God! I was not crying. You always remind me of that incident. I wish I have the video here.
I have it too.
I can play it out. I mean, okay, you see, that's what we call in sport in general. That's what we call tears of joy.
Oh wow!
And then there's this moment you just feel like, oh God, you've done it.
Yes.
And I think at that time, if tears start, rolling down.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's anything bad.
No, I'm with you.
I ran 9 9.5. And I've been looking forward to running a sub 10. And I did it. And I just like, God, thank you. Yeah. And before I can say Jack, I was, you know, tears was, I mean, that's tears of joy. Yes. I mean, I can mention names of some world-class athletes that are, you know, find themselves in that position, you know.
Me too, I cried.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
No,
are you
carry
sure?
Your hand on your head.
You, after your own was...
No, that one was different now.
Really? Can I do this?
I cried in the Olympics.
I remember, you know, world-class athletes like Michael Johnson. I remember when he broke the world record, you know, he was crying. And, you know, so I think it's a good thing. It's just a way of saying, Father Lord, you are awesome. So
we were the best junior Nigeria ever produced.
Yeah.
The best. We can still have them through this top sprinter program.
Yeah, with this top
sprinter.
With the top sprinter Genesis, that's why the Genesis is coming in.
Yes.
We're going back to the basics.
Yeah, exactly.
Next time on Top Sprinter Genesis. The Ibadan auditions reach a climax. Finally, the rest of the Ibadan Top 50 will face the judges panel for one last chance to make it to Bootcamp. Who will dip at the line to get a Bootcamp ticket? And who will miss out in the photo finish at the end of the Ibadan auditions? Find out next time on Top Sprinter Genesis.